Hi everyone. Thank you so much for listening to this message. I hope it finds you well. So this particular idea that I had for a 9/11 prayer group to lift the vibration of the September 11th attacks, I had for a little while, and I was shown this quite clearly around the time when I started my channel to organize some sort of continual, I'm not sure on what the time frame is, but some sort of continual prayer group amongst all of us, amongst twins and light workers, to raise the vibration and raise the awareness of certain global issues that we're experiencing, because of course this is what we were incarnated here to do, is to raise the vibration of the planet. And we have such tremendous ability once we all come together and we collectively concentrate on our energies on the same issue at the same time. So I was shown this particular date. I'll explain, but I'm kind of putting the pieces together now on this particular date. But this issue has is near and dear to me because I am a New Yorker and I did grow up in this area. And while any worldwide, terrorist attack is obviously something to be concerned with, I have my own personal intuitive beliefs on the events of this day, and I don't think that we actually have all the answers of what actually happened. So it is especially troubling to me, and it is especially troubling to me that the brave men and women who made the courageous decision to run into a burning building to save people they don't even know, the majority of them sadly didn't make it out alive, and the ones who did are still not getting the medical care that they need, and our government is turning their back on them and not offering them any sort of compensation, let alone helping them heal from the cancers that they're currently suffering, and so on and so forth. And this also applies to, of course, the service workers who were on call that day or who volunteered to go down to the site and to help with the remains down there. They're still suffering horribly as well, and they're not getting the care that they need. So there's a lot, of course, of troubling issues that are surrounding this day, and I really feel like if we put all of our minds together, we can potentially make a big shift, and this could be the first of many healings that we come together to facilitate. And so far as I know, I don't know if something has been organized like this before globally for worldwide twin flames and light workers to focus their energies on the same thing at the same time. I'm sure something like that has been done before, but I'm not sure if twin flames specifically have been involved. And this is our mission, like I said, that we were incarnated to do. So what the idea is to on 9/11 at 11:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, to hold the space for love and light and healing, and to project your energy and your love to that area. And I also just want to leave this open to also project your energy to people who have been displaced or victims of other terrorist attacks worldwide. And really there's so many different groups of people that we could be praying for here. So you can really just leave the space for love and healing for really anybody who you feel is suffering in the world. And of course, because of the events of that day, keep those people in mind as well, because there are, of course, survivors and many family members and friends who are still missing and loving their loved ones and still don't have the answers that they're looking for. So send them love and healing as well. If you cannot do it at 11:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, do it at 11:11 a.m. your time zone. If you cannot do it at that time either, it's really just more important that you hold the space for love and light on that day if you cannot do it at those particular times. So the longer you can do this for, the more intense your healing mission can be for. That would be great. If you can only do it for a few moments, then whatever you can do would be fine. Me personally, I'm actually going to be at work at that time, so I'm only going to have a few minutes to be able to do this mission. But when I come home later on that evening, I'm going to do something a little bit more intensive at home. So really just do whatever you can do. It's more of just setting the intention, and like I said, if you only really have a few seconds, then do it. And whatever healing modalities you want to adopt is fine. Prayer, meditation, if you're a musician and you want to express yourself that way, if you're a writer and you want to, whatever it is, there is no right or wrong, whatever resonates with you. I really think it could have a really big impact. And like I said, I want this to be the first of many, call to actions that we do to just start mission already. I'm really ready to just get on board with this and to start this healing work already, because I do feel like the time is now. And also, being a New Yorker and growing up in this area, I've come to this conclusion, and I've been feeling this for a while, that this particular area needs a lot of healing, a lot of healing. There's obviously a lot of major, political and economical decisions that come out of here. I mean, this is sort of the epicenter of the planet. A lot of major global decisions happen here. Of course, the stock exchange is here, the UN is here. There's a lot of greed and corruption that come out of here. This land, the surrounding area, Long Island has a very rich Native American history, which is really quite troubling. What has happened to the natives there and what's continuing to happen, and there is just a lot of what I feel is really negative, dense energy in this area, and I feel like people who either grew up here or were guided to live here and settle here, that like us light workers in Twin Flames, we have a special mission to ameliorate the dense energies that are here. And I do feel like it's also quite challenging to be going through any sort of spiritual twin flame awakening in this particular city of Gotham. It's really quite dense, and it's been challenging on my end. And I would also love to use this as an opportunity to connect with other New Yorkers who I feel like we have this special mission. So it's still in the grassroots stages right now, very, very, very grassroots stages. But I would like to eventually organize something in the 3D where I do connect with actual Twin Flames and Lightworkers here, and we can meet and start mission work together to healing the dense energies that are here, because being as though this is sort of the epicenter, if we can start here, which is the most densest of places, I feel that will just sort of project worldwide. That's the idea anyway. And I also wanted to say that I have been getting this date 9/11 for years, and this is after the 9/11 events. So I wasn't quite sure if it was just a reminder of the events. And my particular angel number, a number that has been coming up for me literally for decades, is 116. So I just always saw it as 116 backwards and upside down. I'm just now putting the pieces together that this particular number 9/11 has been sort of following me and calling me for a while. So I don't think it's any coincidence that my guides gave me the reminder to start this prayer group now and have this be the first official call to action for prayer group. But it is first and foremost about the events that took place there. But this particular number or date, if you will, I feel like is also very much about some sort of I want to say unifying or activation event that will happen not only amongst Twin Flames and Lightworkers, but really amongst humanity at large. And to be honest, I'm not 100% sure what that is, what that transforming, what that date is going to entail as far as, making a transformation in us. I haven't really been shown that quite clearly by my guides, but they are definitely giving me the nudge that this date has some sort of special resonance with us, and that it is quite important and it will be quite fruitful if we use this opportunity to collectively raise the vibration of the planet, and it will in turn have some sort of effect on us and really everybody, but more specifically on Twin Flames and Lightworkers because of our vibration, of course. So and obviously the number 11 I don't think has any coincidence there. So yeah, I mean, I guess we'll kind of see in retrospect what this does, but as far as it affecting us. But I really feel that quite strongly, that there is something that it is going to sort of spark amongst us, like I said, maybe some sort of activation, maybe a healing will take place. I'm not really clear on it. I just know that it's going to be something really good and something that I feel is needed and will be sort of monumental for the next stages in our evolution. So if you have any ideas, or if you guys have had any meditations on this number as well, 9/11, or on this date, please let me know. I'm curious because I did speak to actually one other person recently who said the same thing. She was getting the same number. So yeah, you can let me know in the comment section. I'm just curious. And if you guys have any questions, of course, feel free to ask. I'm going to be putting out more reminders about this date as we get closer. So again, it's on 9/11, 11:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hold the space for Christ consciousness, healing energy, love and light. If you cannot do it at that time, 11:11 a.m. your time zone, or whenever you get the moment to do it on that day. And like I said, I will continue to keep this sort of call to action going, and eventually organize something in the 3D for other New Yorkers who express the same concern and the same interest in healing a lot of the dense energies that are here. So, all right, guys, I will reach out again soon, and please mark that day and time on your calendar. All right, love you guys all, and I'll reach out soon. Take care. Bye.